All right, who can tell me what is volume?
The length times width times height.
Okay, that's the formula. But what is volume? What is it? What are we?
A sound. The measurement of sound.
Okay, volume, one definition for volume is a measure of sound. What's another definition of volume?
Wait, who said that?
What is it?
The inside of something. Of a three-dimensional shape.
It is the, please stop talking, the amount of space a three-dimensional object takes up.
So can you say area of the 3D?
It is not area. Area is of a two-dimensional. It's a flat surface. Volume is the whole thing. So, like yesterday, we talked about surface area. So I would want to know the area of each flat surface of this box. If I were figuring out the volume, I would be figuring out what?
Like the area?
Like, it would be this whole box, inside and outside. The whole space this box takes up, okay? So, sometimes we can write our volume formula a different way. Where have we seen length times width before? In a rectangle. What were we measuring? The area. So, we can write our formula. Oh, goodness. We can write our formula. Area times height. Because length times width is area. Okay? That just means that somebody did one step for us. Instead of multiplying 3 numbers, we're only going to have to multiply 2. Okay? Which makes our work a little bit easier. Now, before 6th grade, you figured out volume. Okay? Right? How many people remember doing this before? But guess what?
It's totally different.
It is not totally different. It is completely the same. But we are going to have fractions and decimals in our measurements. Okay? Remember, I keep telling you, when we are doing math right now, we are taking everything we've learned all year and doing what? Putting it all together. Okay? So, let's look right here. Our first one. Our formula is volume equals length times width times height. What are our 3 numbers for that first rectangular prism? 10 times 5 times 2. I want you to do that. Without talking. I want you to do it without talking. What's 10 times 5? 50 times 2 is, and what are our units?
Centimeters squared.
No, centimeters cubed.
Cubed. You multiply 3 numbers, it's centimeters cubed, okay?
That was too hard.
It's too hard, wasn't it? I told you. You thought I was kidding, didn't you? All right, let's look at the next one. I am going to work the next one on the left. If you'd like to work it on the left, that's fine because we're not taping anything over here today. On the left, because it's hard to see down there at the bottom for the people at the back, we've got 2 times 4 1/2 times 13 3/5. Woo! Where did 13 pop up from?
The sky. I thought it was a B2.
It's 13, sorry. It's 13. And Josh is doing this because he's like, Miss Bird, you added fractions.
Yeah, that's
Ha! But do we know how to multiply fractions?
Yeah.
How do we multiply mixed numbers? Make them improper. I want you to do that by yourself. All I want you to do is make the fractions improper. Make them mad. Multiply, add, denominator stays the same.
you multiply
Multiply, add, denominator stays the same. I'm going to put a 1 under my 2. 2 times 4 is, plus 1 is 9. 5 times 13 is 65. Plus 3 is 68. Denominator stays the same. Okay? Now, whenever y'all are finished talking, I'll talk. But I promise you I'm not talking over you. All right. We're going to do it so that we only do 2 at a time. We are not going to multiply 3 fractions all at the same time. It's too much, okay? So let's do these 2 first. And so I don't get confused, I'm going to pull these out and write them right here. So I'm not even looking at that 3rd fraction yet, okay? Can I simplify before I multiply? Yes. What can I simplify? 2 will go into 2 one time. 2 will go into 2 one time. Way easier, right? 1 times 9 is? 1 times 1 is? And we cannot forget that we still have to do what? We still have one more fraction to multiply by. I want you to multiply that.
Okay, so it's now
Did you go in this horse's room? You're going to have to wait within the last 10 minutes.
So 68 times 9, right?
68 times 9. Yes, sir. Sounds fun, doesn't it?
So fun if I open my calculator. So it's 612.
It is 612. Look at you go. Then what do we have to do?
You gotta keep this as normal.
Now, what do I have to do now?
Simplify.
I've got to simplify. Change it to a mixed number. I want you to do that.
See, I can.
Inside, outside.
See, I think Josh heard it.
Long division might make his hand hurt.
I just did it in the easiest way possible. Can I tell you?
All right, what's my whole number?
I got 120.
And how many are left over? 2.
I did one step wrong.
What are my units?
Feet squares.
Feet cubed. Okay? Feet cubed.
I did that in